Hey, y'all. Welcome to the channel. For those of you that are new, welcome to Birthing Bosses with Felicia, and I am Boss Lady Fee, guys. Happy Thursday to each and every one of you. Listen, wanted to stop by and do a really quick video with you all. I'm going to be working on some holiday baskets coming up. If you've been following my channel, then you've already seen me do some of my holiday gift basket decorating. But if not, and you're new to the channel, I want to bring in a basic concept that some of you all have been mentioning that you've been having issues with. So I've been always teaching on my channel not to use shred to go in the bottom of your basket, your buckets, whatever type of container you're using, because the items are just going to mash down to the bottom and you're not going to be able to see what's inside of your basket, okay? So whatever type of container you are using, you always want to make sure that your items are eye level with the container, okay? You don't never want people to have to look down into the basket to see what you have, okay? So some of you have been expressing that using newspaper, your items are shrinking to the bottom or the newspaper is just too thin, okay? First of all, I want to bring to your attention that there are several different types of newspapers, okay? This right here is like an actual newspaper per se that you would get from your local press release, okay? These are regular thicker pieces of newspaper, okay? This right here is kind of like the sales paper, coupon, very flimsy, okay? So of course we do not want to use these types of papers unless we have an abundance, and it's going to take time. It's going to be time consuming folding up all of these or balling up all of these little small pieces of paper. So if you have paper like this, you definitely don't want to throw it away, because the object of the game is to save money, right? So use this on like your smaller mug gifts or smaller basket gifts, okay? But when you're using actual newspaper per se, that's a much firmer texture newspaper, you should not be having a problem with this. If you are having a problem, then perhaps your problem is the actual technique that you're using to ball up your paper, okay? I've been using newspaper for years and I've never had an issue with it. I never have an issue with the items sinking in after time goes by. If you're using an ample enough amount of paper, then you won't have this issue, okay? I've also expressed in time past, I get newspaper for free, okay? So if you don't get newspaper for free, then this wouldn't apply to you, okay? I wouldn't expect you to go out and buy newspaper to stuff in the bottom of your basket, okay? Use whatever type of paper, whether you have old gift wrapping paper or shipping paper that you get from other items when Amazon and different packages come in. They always have like shipping paper. Always make sure that you keep those kinds of paper so that you don't have to use money to buy paper, okay? And if you do have to use money, hey, that's your thing. But I get this newspaper for free, and like I said, I've never had an issue with it. But just be mindful that there are several different types of newspaper, okay? If you're using regular paper, all you have to do is just go in and ball it up in a ball, okay? It sounds simple, easy, 1, 2, 3, ABC, but actually there are some people that are not using the right technique, okay? So you want to ball it up and just start to put it in your container, okay? I keep several pieces together, so this is like 2 pieces together, and I just ball them up. Make a firm ball, okay? Make sure the ball is kind of firm, okay? And we're just going to keep repeating the process. See how it's 2 pieces together? We're just balling them up. We're opening them up so that it gives it some type of density, but then we're balling them together, okay? So you have 2 pieces together, and already we have a sturdy foundation, okay? Now if we were using this sales paper right here, very thin, you see the difference in the density of the paper, okay? So if you're using this kind of paper, surely you're having an issue. But if you're using regular newspaper, not sales papers. The sales papers are always much, much thinner, okay? You're just gonna go in, keep doing the same technique. Same technique. This some I already have balled up. Sometimes you can check with your local newspaper agency. They have newspapers sometimes that they throw away. You can check with your local convenient marts. Sometimes they have papers that they throw away as well, okay? So we're just going to keep balling up our paper and putting it here. And it could be a possibility if you're using paper and it's shrinking to the bottom after time goes on, then that's letting you know that you do not have enough newspaper, because if it has room to sink down, then that means that you didn't put enough in to start with, okay? So make sure that you're putting more than enough in there so that you don't have a problem with it sinking down in time to come, okay? Or maybe you're making baskets and then you're sitting them to the side until it's time to go and sell them. You want to make sure that you're putting enough newspaper so in time as the baskets or the items in the basket begin to settle, they don't have far to go, okay? If you're putting the right amount of newspaper in here or shipping paper or whatever kind of paper you're using, the items will not have far to go, okay? And so what I do is I fill all the way to the top of the container, okay? I know some people fill in just the bottom portion of it, but like I said, that is one of the reasons why your items are sinking to the bottom, okay? And once you get the newspaper in here, just take it and push it to the side. Keep pushing it to the side until you fill in each hole, okay? That's going to let you know that you have enough newspaper and the items are not going to go absolutely anywhere, okay? So if you have newspaper or you were using newspaper but you were having trouble, do not throw your newspaper away, okay? That's my suggestion. And like I said, I've been making baskets over 20 years and I've always used newspapers and I've never had an issue, okay? So this right here is packed tight. It's not going anywhere, okay? Of course, there are other papers or other shipping papers that you can use that are probably maybe better quality, may not have to ball up as many pieces, but at the end of the day, the object of any business is always going to be to save money, okay? Keep that in mind. Yes, you can use shipping paper. Yeah, you can buy shipping paper. And if you buy it, it's absolutely fine, okay? You can make up your costs and make up your loss in another area. You know, maybe charge another $1 or $2 for your basket and make up that cost. But if you are getting newspaper for free, like Boss Lady Fee, do not throw it away. Just simply switch around the way that you're putting it in so that you can use this free paper and you're not charging a dime. At the end of the day, people are only going to throw this away, okay? So now that you have this newspaper for all of the newbies or people that just don't know, once you have this paper in, then you can come in with regular gift tissue like this and place it on top of it. And then you can use your regular shrink wrap. I'm not shrink wrap, shred, okay, if that's what you so desire to use. But when you fill in, even after you go in and put your tissue in, or if you're not using tissue, you're using shred, go ahead and start to place your items in the basket before you put the shred in. It's gonna save you, product, okay? And it's gonna make you more money because you're not using as much product. You do not need to cover the bottom of this with shred. Go ahead and start building your basket, and wherever your loose or your open holes are, that's where you're going to put your shred, okay? All right, guys, I hope this tip helped out a lot. Make sure you like, share, and if you haven't already subscribe to this channel. And I will see you guys on the next video. Get your money, honey, and fill your bag until the next video. Bye-bye.